Hello and welcome. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. I am going to post the StreamYard link in case any of the viewers would like to join me. How's everybody doing? It's good to see everyone today. Fantastic. Like with hi, Penny. It's good to see you, love. Very good. Hello, Miss Kristen. How are you? Fantastic. I hope you guys had a chance to catch me. Last night I was on BB3 TV. And I think I was also streaming on Paranormal Brew. I was doing a really just fantastic discussion. I should post this in the group as well. So you guys can take a look and see in case you missed it. So I'm happy today to answer any questions that you may have, any information that you may be seeking that would better serve you. Thanks, Penny. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so I'm just going to open it up. I know usually I do like a big introduction, but I'm trying to answer as many people as possible because I know for some people this is the only time that they have an opportunity to work with a psychic medium. So happy to answer any questions, any concerns. If you, would like some insight. Hello, Miss Anna. How are you, love? Thank you so much for joining. Fantastic. This is Penny. I'd like to know if there are any messages from Calvin or anyone that might come in for me. Thank you. And thank you for giving me the name. That helps so much. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you or freezing up. It just takes me a minute. So I do have a gentleman here. I'm going to describe him to you. Oh, Frank. Okay, don't go anywhere because I have a Vinny here, and it's so funny because you popped into my head. So don't go anywhere because I know that's for you, and I know you're laughing right now. So I do have a Calvin here, and he has he's had some stomach issues. His hair is cut very, very short, very neat. He's wearing like it looks like these are work issued. Like in my mind, it seems to be like they're work issued clothing. They are blue in color, very nondescript, but like something if you were working at a factory, that they would issue those type of uniforms. I hope that that makes sense to you. Can you take that for me before I go any further? I want to say he's like right around that 5'6", 5'8" height as well, if that helps. So I'm just waiting for Penny to leave me a message before I continue. I don't think that was him. Okay. I feel like this man is definitely for you. Hold on for a minute. As soon as you said Calvin or any messages from anyone, that's how I present it. So I'm gonna run with it and we'll take it from there. Like I said, he's about 5'6", 5'8". I believe he had a job that the only way I can say it is something like factory or line work, that type of thing. He's wearing a blue nondescript work issued type of uniform. And he's really giving me like an uncle vibe. That's what he's giving me, is an uncle vibe. That's what I get from that. Okay. Not sure who this one is. Okay. So I want you to think about this for a minute, and I'm just going to let him sit there for a minute. It's so interesting. He just keeps showing me the same uniform over and over and over again. Blue, nondescript. It has like numbers. I can see them. Okay. Who's this? Not sure if it's for me, but I can't hear you anymore. Okay. No, I keep going back to Penny. I'm so sorry, but I do. I feel like this is for her. I'm not trying to, I just do. Okay, so I'm just going to leave him there for a minute. And I want you to think about extended family, uncle, someone who was uncle-like, because that's kind of the vibe I get from him, is uncle or uncle-like. So somebody who would fit that description. Let's see what she says. Could be someone from my dad's side. I never knew anyone from that side. Okay. Thank you for that, because I felt like I was going nuts there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I keep getting the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, cool. That makes me feel a lot better, I have to tell you. Because I'm like, what the heck? Am I losing it or what? Okay, cool. Let's see what he has to say now that we finally have identified him. He's talking about downsizing. Are you considering downsizing? Are you considering downsizing your home, downsizing your car? This has to do with like material possessions that you're downsizing. He's talking in reference to that. Does that make sense? There's something about downsizing. like almost like too much upkeep, too much maintenance, too much excessiveness. And she's saying, no. Okay. Yeah, he's really focusing on that. And I feel like I'm cheating because a lot of things that are coming up, I know because I've read you before, and I know they're coming up again. You know, I know that you have different aspects of your life that I've read prior to. A lot of that is just referring to a lot of mental processing where you're overthinking things, the stress levels, um, work, a lot of things that we have discussed before. So I feel like I'm cheating because I'm regurgitating, you know, that same information, and I would love to give you something new and authentic. His main focus, and that's what I have to go to, is because that was the first thing he wanted to talk about, was downsizing. Like there's too much or excessive with anything material. So that can be your home, that can be your cars, material possessions, things of that. Let's see, what does she say? Might be cleaning out my clothes. I have too many of that. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Do you feel like a relief when you go through that purging process? Do you feel like it's a relief, a load off of you? Because I feel that he's really stressing on that. Just maintenance, you know, just keeping up with everything. Um, Almost like you're getting into this mentality of less is more and less is better for me. I don't need to have X, Y, and Z. I feel like that's what he's leaning me towards. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. It's almost like you feel um, internally calmer when everything is like everything has its place. You feel internally calmer. Um, and even if it wouldn't be like other people, their idea of organization, for you, it makes you feel like this is perfect. This is exactly the way I wanted it. Um, I also get the sense that um, and I feel like I'm cheating again because I've heard this before, but I know that you know, there's been a little bit of struggle with a few things when it comes to just too much going on at one time. That mental thought of way too much happening at one time, and it's like soon as you check something off of your list mentally, another thing takes its place. And he is expressing to me that, you know, that it's been a common theme for a while, but it seems like the more that you release or dump or organize, the calmer that becomes for you. Yeah. The same thing over and over. I'm waiting for new information, and that's pretty much it. That's his message, to just keep purging. And that is going to alleviate that for you. I hope that that was helpful for you. But I appreciate the opportunity. I'm so sorry. I know that that was kind of extensive there, identifying somebody you haven't necessarily met on your father's side, but I appreciate the opportunity. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Anne, any messages for spirit for me? Okay. So I'm just going to do an open and see who comes forward. Okay, I have a father-like gentleman here. And you have to forgive me because he has darker hair. He is he is larger built. He's not like obese. He's like your average American. He has a bit of a tummy. I feel that there was some heart pulmonary issues with him. Heart primarily. Lower GI issues. He had a like his face was rounded, and he had deep set eyes. Does that make sense to you, Anne? Can you take that for me? So this would be father-like. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate that, love. So I'm just waiting for Anne to respond. Sorry about the delay. Okay, she's saying she's not sure who this is. Oh, this is going to be the day where people are just showing up. Okay. I don't know if that's Oli or Oliver. I'm getting like an Oli Oliver name with him. An Oli or Oliver. And father-like. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Frank. It is. Everybody's coming in because of the holidays. I know. That's why I said today is going to be that day, where everybody is coming in. She's saying she doesn't know anybody with this name. Okay. So this is father-like. So It doesn't have to be somebody who was a father. That has to be somebody who in their mind may have taken on that energy of being a father. That could be somebody who was guiding you or treated you in a way that a parent would. It's like Ollie or Oliver. So there are definitely he had lung pulmonary issues that I think his heart was definitely the most affected, lower GI. I hope I'm giving you a good enough example with all of this. He has a white dog with him because I'm asking, give me something very specific. So he has a white dog with him. I am horrible with breeds, so you have to bear with me. It's a small white dog. I don't think it would weigh more than like 25 pounds. It's a small white dog. So think of somebody who fits that description with a white dog. Because when I'm asking to give me something more specific, that's what I got in response. Not my white shepherd was way larger. It's a white dog. I'm horrible with breeds of dogs. I'm not the person for that. I promise you. I do not know what breed of dog this is. It's a white dog. That's all I can tell you. And he's standing there with this white dog when I had asked for something specific. I don't know what a shepherd looks like. So I'm hoping that will help. Okay, what does she say? I can't think of anyone like that. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. I'm sorry. That's who came forward. And, if at any point during the hour, if something, rings a bell and you're like, oh, it could be so and so, just say something and I can finish that for you. Okay. Let's see. Joe. Any messages from Spirit for myself? I'm at an impasse at 56. The doctors are telling me since my surgery, I can't go back to my self-employed old job working on cars. I'm kind of lost as what to do with my life. Okay. Yeah. So I think if you were I think in your mind, you're going to push through it and you're going to do it anyways. I think if you were to go back, you would mess yourself up further. I really do. I know that's not what you want to hear. But I feel like you're so headstrong, it's like you're listening to the doctors, you're listening what they're saying, but you're also very headstrong, and you're like, there's nothing else I can do. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go back and do it anyways. And what I encourage you to do is think outside the scope of working on a car. I feel like you are actually very personable. I think that you would be excellent in regards to, being someone who would be like, if there was an auto shop, you could work the front desk. You could even do sales. I know everything I'm saying, you're like, nope, 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 nope. But sometimes you have to think outside of the box, and it doesn't matter if you have the experience in it. It matters if you can do that. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense to you. I feel like you have a few more weeks. I feel like you have a few more weeks before anything will align. Right now, I just feel like you're sitting in this space. The universe can't bring you anything if you don't even know what it is that you are working towards. I really wish I could talk to you, because I feel like your scope of interest is just very, very narrow. And if you opened up the potential of what you could do, and I know what you're thinking, because I'm right there with you. I know exactly what it's like to be in our age group and go, wow, what am I going to do now? Changing everything up on me. And I keep looking for that, what will you do? And I feel like you're doing it. You are just too headstrong, and you're not going to let this go. That's my honest opinion. I feel like you're just really, really headstrong, and you're not going to let it go. Yeah. So I'll leave you with that. I wish I had different information for you, but that's what I'm getting right now. So I hope that was helpful. Probably not, but I hope it was. And we have Jen that just joined us. Hello, Jen. How are you? Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What can I help you with?
Just wondering if there's any messages. My mom passed away in March, so this is the first Christmas without her.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
And what was your mom's name?
Dolores.
Did your mom wear a necklace all the time?
Yes.
Okay. Because I have a lady that's coming in, and she's holding it like this to me. Because I'm asking for very specifics, because I have a lot of people that are coming in today that are just, different people that people are struggling to identify. So I'm hoping that caught on really quick. So yeah, she's holding her necklace. I feel like she had some back issues.
Yes.
Yeah. Um,
The necklace could also be me, because I hold it like this. It's a dragonfly with her ashes in it.
oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Because she's holding this necklace like this to me.
Yep.
I'm like, give me an identifying feature. And that's what she gave me. So fantastic. Way to go. Okay. Yeah, I feel like she had some back problems that were going on. I feel like she was very strong-minded.
She was.
You know? It's really interesting. I feel like she was very kind and likable, but almost like she ruled with an iron fist at the same time. You know,
Yep.
like I'll hug you, but I'll also scold you in the same breath.
Yep.
You know? Yeah. She loved hard though. She loved very hard. Yeah. I feel like there was some discourse in her death between family members. There was some of that going on. She's showing me a male in particular that there was a problem with. Does that make sense to you?
Kind of.
Okay. I don't feel like her passing was unexpected, but yet everybody also was taken very aback by the event at the same time.
Right.
You know, there's no preparation. There's not enough preparation for that.
Right.
I feel like she's very at peace with being able to, that everybody knows her depth and breadth of love that they've had, that she had for them. I guess there was there's different people who received some of her belongings as well. It wasn't like, from the impression that I'm getting is it wasn't fairly divided. It was like, you get this, you get that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I have to say this because it just keeps popping in my head. She has a very unique scent, and it is almost like that oil of Olay that I'm smelling. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I like smell it so strongly, and I'm like, I have to say something because I keep getting this scent over and over again. She really wants you to know two things. One is that she is there with you. And she's holding a little candy dish full of little peppermints, these little peppermints.
Yep.
Like she's offering them.
Yep.
So that makes sense to you?
She always had a candy dish.
Okay. So I encourage you to get some of those peppermints and lay them out this Christmas just as homage and acknowledgement of her, that, you know, you're carrying on that tradition for sure.
Okay.
Told me I could.
I feel like, yeah, she really wants you to know that she's around, that she's watching you, that she's with you. There's a lot of love and support, and keep, you know, it's like a lot of the family has separated. Instead of being together at the holidays, everybody's kind of scattered. And she's recognizing that she's not saying for you to gather everybody up. That's not your responsibility. You don't have to gather everybody up and do that. There's no need for that at all. Finding your peace and what makes you happy is more important, and what she would want for you.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have a blue blanket on your bed?
Yes.
Okay. So she wants to point out that this blue blanket on your bed, that apparently that shift that's on there, like you feel it move or it's being shifted on you, that's her. That's just her giving you a symbol
Okay.
that she's present at that time as well. So, okay.
Okay.
Well, I hope that was helpful.
It was.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. You have a good night.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I'm a little bit over, and if you guys will allow me just 30 seconds so I can acknowledge my wonderful sponsors, I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And I will be right back in 30 seconds. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to my wonderful sponsors. And Joe, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't see this a few minutes ago before I started that reading, but you're so very welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So does anybody else have any questions for me? Frank, are you around still? Let's see. I know this is his. I think I skipped over him. Oh, you're there. Cool. Okay. Because I still have Vinny here. So, do you want to join me in here, or do you want me to just do via text thing? So I'll put right here the StreamYard link if you want to join me, or we can just text back and forth. That's up to you. And Karen, I see you in the waiting room. I'll be right with you. Let's see. Oh, good. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it. Joe, can a past loved one influence a person's finances here on this plane? Yeah, I think they can. Absolutely. I have asked ancestors for advice, for financial support. Yeah, for sure. What does she say here? I think the technical difficulties were mine. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Definitely, I think that they can influence for sure. I definitely don't think you should, and I'm just throwing any name out there, but let's give the instance of Aunt May. That's my favorite one. If Aunt May wasn't really good with her finances, then you in life, you don't want to call on that ancestral support to help you if you're in financial struggles, right? Because she's not going to be able to assist you with that. You would want to reach out to somebody in your ancestry line that was really good with finances, and they would help direct or guide you. Let's see what she says. Okay, I think my aunt who just passed away last year had something to do with the small windfall I have received. Okay, perfect. That's fantastic. Really good. Really good. Frank, I'm just waiting on you, love. So anytime you want to join me. Yeah, that's fantastic. I love hearing that. And I really encourage ancestral support for sure. Let's see. Here's another question. Do you have to wait a certain amount of time from the time someone passes before they are usually willing to communicate? I haven't. I've heard people say that, but I haven't. Yeah, I have never had that issue. I have read somebody pretty quickly. And I think that there's a lot of debate out there. A lot of people say, well, it takes time, it takes this, it takes that. But I personally haven't experienced that. I'm not saying that anybody's wrong. It's just in my experience. It has, I don't have to have that time. And I believe that, certain people are drawn to certain readers. And I think those readers are the ideal person for that situation. That's just my belief. Frank, I just posted those links if you want to grab one of them. I don't know if they're popping up on your end. Christine, my moderator, is not here this week. She will be back next week, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. She has a hard job, and I don't like it. Trying to keep up with everything, for sure. So I apologize for the delay. I'm just trying to keep up with everything, reading the comments and posting those links and stuff. Are you able to get in, Frank? I'm not seeing the link. Okay, so I'll put it up here. Maybe, well, I can use this one. Which one do you want? That's fine. I'll just use this one. So if you type that in, it'll take you right to it. And I think you're in Facebook. So let me see if I can add that here. Like I said, I would not want her job in any way, shape, or form. I definitely would not want her job. It's hard to keep up with everything. I don't know how Christine does it at all. Oh, you're so welcome, love. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay. I see you. You are in Facebook. I just put it in that group, Paths of Spiritual Development, so it should have showed up. Yeah, and if you guys haven't joined that group, definitely want to join, because I have some really cool stuff coming up in after the new year. I'm going to be hosting weekly small groups, which I think are going to be fantastic for development. I'm looking for really affordable, really scaled back, building that community and that support. I think that's all going to be extremely beneficial for so many people, because there's a lot of people who they're like, I'm awake, what next? So I think that would be a great place to start. Okay, I'm not seeing him here. Okay. So I'm just going to move to Jen, I think her name is. No, Jerica. Okay. Frank, if you want to join, if you can make that work, I'll be waiting. But until then, I'm going to take Jerica. Okay. Are my grandparents around me? I have a woman here, and it sounds so cliche, but she's wearing pink rollers in her hair. I feel like she, I can't tell if that's whistling or humming, but it's like she was always either whistling or humming, like the quiet was too quiet for her. I feel like she was I think she had a challenging upbringing, but she very much took it in stride. I don't feel like that she ever took on like that victim mentality at all. She really chalked it up to, well, that's part of life and you just keep moving on. I think she has a very strong will. I think she was very loving, but I think she was a very strong woman. And I feel like she was extremely I don't know if creative is the word, but she would take different, like, let's say if you were to get a jar from the store, she would like clean it out and reuse it for something totally different. I think the word I'm looking for is frugal. I don't know. It's like more like creative though. Stuff that other people wouldn't think of doing, she would do. Yeah, I just keep falling back to creative. Does this sound like your grandmother, Jerica, to you? I'm sorry, I didn't even check in with you. Does that sound like her to you, hon? Repurpose. Whoever said that, I can't see your name, but thank you. That is the word I was looking for. You are fantastic. Saving the day. Yes, it does. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I just kept thinking creative, but you're right. Repurpose with creativity. Yes. Thank you. Wow. I'm getting scents today. There's all kinds of scents. So I feel like this very light scent. It's almost like baby powder and vanilla. It's this very, very, very light scent that I smell with her. Yeah, I feel like she was a very loving person, but she was also very opinionated. Not that she was ever coarse or harsh, but she had her opinions. And she also tried to like if somebody needed help, she wouldn't necessarily wait for them to ask for help. I think she was that type of person. But if you're asking if she's around you, yes, she is most definitely around you. And I have to tell you, she had really thin fingers. Her hands, she just keeps showing me these like very delicate hands is the way I can, definitely working hands. I don't want to make it sound like that, but they look so feminine and delicate. Yeah, she's definitely around you. I'm trying to look at something that I can show you of her presence when she comes around. I almost feel like it's like a bell noise. It's either a bell or a chime, but it's more like a tink. It's not as loud as that. It's between a bell and a chime noise. Does that make sense to you when I say that? It's almost like a tinkling noise. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, but that's your answer, love. If you ever need any reassurance, our loved ones are always around us at different times for different purposes, but definitely during the seasons, they want to celebrate with us. They want to, comfort us. And I always encourage everybody, don't be afraid to set out an extra plate at your table to honor them. Don't worry about what that may appear to other people. Just continue to, in whatever way that you feel, to honor them. Cook that favorite pie, or lay that place out, or get that candy dish in honor of them. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And what did you say here, Frank? I'm trying to see this. Can get on live. Okay. You can or you can't. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. You might have to give me a call or something. Frankie, can't. Okay. Yeah, you might. Unfortunately. Well, how about this? I'll give you the scoop, because I have a Vinny here. And he's been here most of the time. He is wearing like a white t-shirt. and he has a necklace on. I'm trying to see. It's like a thicker necklace that he's wearing on. And I cannot make it out, but there's something hanging from that necklace. So do you know of Vinny, Frank? White t-shirt, oval face, like brownish colored hair, broad-shouldered. He smoked. Does any of this make sense to you? Can you take that? And you know how I know this is for you is because he has that Rico Suave kind of thing going on. And I'm like, this has got to be for Frank or Vinny. Yeah, that's the first thing that popped into my head. It was funny. He's definitely Italian horn. Oh, is that what's hanging from there? I was like, there's something hanging from that necklace, but I don't know what the heck that is. An Italian horn. Okay, that makes sense. Perfect. Thank you for that. Yeah. He's definitely around you. And I think especially now he's letting you know that he's there in support. You know, you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but to keep the evil eye away. Really? Is that what that? Okay. Love that. Okay. That's great. Okay. Yeah, interesting. But he's definitely around you, giving you a lot of support. I know that there are some you know, struggles that are going on within the family, and the, you know, impending exit of your ex-mother-in-law. And I know that there are, even though there's the ex, that you still are such a caring, compassionate person that you still feel that very emotionally. And he's definitely protecting you in more ways than one. And I think one of that is to kind of keep the drama at bay that may have the potential to affect you. I think he's really working at that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What does he say? I do expect to see her once she crosses over. Yeah, I would. I would definitely expect it. Because she really loves you. You know that, right? Like a lot. Like a lot. Um, yeah, I would definitely expect that. But I think, you know, there's that family kind of kick up of drama that will come with that, the death. And you, I think he's going to be there to protect you from that, and really to stay clear of it, and to kind of pull, you know, other family members back from that situation as well. And I know you know what I'm saying without saying it, but yeah. Yeah. going to be a rough couple of weeks. It's going to be a rough couple of weeks. It'll be okay, but it's going to be a rough couple of weeks. Oh, good. Good. So thank you for the opportunity. I love you. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. You are all fantastic. I hope that hearing from your loved ones helped and assisted you. And I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.